Hello, everyone, and welcome for joining the StepZen monthly community update. So this is the community update of August. It is a bit later than you might be used to from us, but nevertheless, we're looking forward to to welcome you all, and also to announce the winners of the hackathon. So I know quite a few are looking forward to this moment to see if you win a prize or you didn't win a prize for all the hard work you put into the hackathon. Let me also share my slides from here. Go there. So the StepZen Graphql challenge. It was a online challenge that ran from June 6th to July 16th, and in total we have 40 days to submit. And many of you did, which was great to see. There was over $14K in prizes, which, if you've won, will be handled by DevPost as soon as we announce the winners on DevPost as well. So as soon as this community update ends, I will update DevPost and I will make sure the prizes will be sent to all the winners. But before that, I wanted to highlight uh, what we've done in the hackathon challenge. So with an online GraphQL challenge, we had several rules. The most important rule, of course, was the use of StepZen. So we required you to use StepZen in your project, either by using a pre-built StepZen API, which is something you could do with StepZen, or by creating your own StepZen APIs. And for this, you could use a database, a REST API, or the GraphQL APIs. And we saw most of you have done quite a good job in finding different data sources to use, different APIs to use, and also different databases. So that was all great to see. Overall, we had 284 participants, which was amazing to see from all over the world. So we had people from India, people from Europe, people from the United States, even people from South America and Australia. So it was great to see that we had all these competitors or participants from all over the world, either working in a team or working on their own. And especially the teams that were built with people that didn't even know each other beforehand, which is great to see. So we also help people get to meet each other and get to make new friends. And this resulted in 43 projects. So we only have 3 prizes to give away, or 4, including the bonus prize. And we had 43 projects competing for this. So we had to do a lot of judging together with, some people from StepZen and also one of the StepZen advisors, Randall Degas. So thanks to everyone else who put in their hard time in judging all these projects because, most of you have done a terrific job in building a project and also spend a lot of their time on it, maybe even your personal time that you didn't get to spend with friends or family. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the hard work you put in there and for the lots of data sources that you've used, which was, of course, amazing to see for us as well. So let's have a look at some of the projects. If you go to the DevPost website, you can actually find all the projects that were submitted. So you can find your own project, but you can also find projects that were built by other participants. So if you would head over to the DevPost website, you can find the StepZen GraphQL challenge there on the page stepzen.devpost.com. And if you go to the project gallery right here, you can find all the projects that were submitted. And then here you can see we have these great projects like Console.me, Kaleidoscope, Programmer Path, TravelMate. If you go through all the different things, you can find all these different projects that were built by people. And as you can see, overall, there were 43 projects. And some of you have already been starring some of the projects, which is great because that way you can help people with visibility. And it's also important to know that if this is your first time using DevPost, you can show this on your own personal profile. And you can also use this profile to share it with friends, to share it in your resume, to share it on Twitter, on LinkedIn, wherever you want. And you can use this project maybe even in your portfolio if you start looking for new jobs. So if you are a first-time developer, or maybe you're hoping to get some extra experience through the hackathon, be aware that you can use this project also to make sure to build your own personal portfolio. So 43 projects in total, with very different topics. It's also great to see different topics, but they had one thing in common, of course, using GraphQL. And as you've all been using StepZen to build GraphQL, we also hope that you will share what you've built with Twitter, with LinkedIn, or with any other communities you're in there. Because even if we didn't win a prize, and we go to the winners quite soon, um, you must be aware of all the experience that you've gained through this project. So it's great to share it with other people. It's also great to share what you learned about StepZen, about GraphQL, or maybe about any of the other technologies you've been using inside your project. So make sure to keep sharing whatever you built, and also make sure to use this experience maybe in your personal life, in your professional life, or in the next hackathon you'll be competing in. And in the overview, as soon as we have announced the winners, you can also find the winners of this project. So if you are a winner, you can also find the winning project on your own DevPost project. So let's head over to the price again. As I mentioned, we have a US dollar value of $14,000 in total in prizes, which is a money prize. But we have tons of other prizes. So we have social promotion, a feature on StepZen blog and community channels, meaning that if you've won any of these 4 prizes, we would love to get an interview with you, get some more in details about your project, and also make sure that we can share your project on our social channels. And as I told you before, it's a great way for you to show what you've built in the StepZen hackathon. And even if you didn't win a prize, make sure to let us know that you want to be featured on our StepZen blog and community channels, because we can always see what we can do to help you get some value out of the experience you had in the hackathon. And also, you win a meeting with the StepZen leadership team, which is a couple of people that work hard every day to make StepZen a better project. And you can use this meeting to maybe get some consulting on your career, maybe get more information about StepZen, maybe learn more about GraphQL, or learn more about databases or APIs, because our leadership team has been working with APIs and databases for the past several decades. To go back to the judges, we already thanked them, but here are they again. So it was Bobby, Carlos, Sridhar, and Sam from StepZen, and then one of our advisors, who's also the head of DevRel and community at SNCC, which is a great company that helps you with security of your projects. And the judging criteria were originality, which means how cool your project was, how impressive it is in its goal or execution, also compared to the other projects we saw before. Technical difficulty, so what have you been doing? How much time did you spend into it? What type of technical challenges did you solve? And also, what kind of coding skills did you show? So are you using any patterns or any patterns in your code that we can see? Does everything run smoothly given the information you gave to us? And then finally, which was one of the most important ones, we didn't rank them in terms of importance, but it was important for us to know that you put in some schema design that was a bit more advanced than your basic schema. Because, of course, you're using GraphQL, you're using StepZen, and one of the biggest pain points to show is how you can make a schema and how you can make that schema a bit more advanced or a bit more complex by using different data sources, by combining different data sources, by make sure that you combine different data sources in an efficient way. So these were the judging criteria that we wanted to judge you on. So I hope all that part was clear. And by having the administrative part behind us, we can have a look at the winners. So we already looked at some of the projects, we looked at the judging criteria, we looked at the judges, and also at the prizes. And I hope you're all as much looking forward to see whoever won the prizes. And then I even hope, even if you didn't win a prize, you can still be happy for the other people, because everyone spent a lot of their time, maybe even the personal time or the professional time, on making sure they submit a project that was our time's worth. So let me get back to the slides. So we've looked at the projects, we've looked at the judges. Let's get off to the winners. And the prizes you've seen, they're all on the website, on DevPost as well. So make sure to have a look at them later. If you are one of the winners, like I told you before, the prizes will be handled by DevPost itself. So as soon as we've announced the winners on the DevPost platform, you will receive an email and they will reach out to you to see how they can get the prices over to you. And the prices will be distributed in US dollars. So DevPost will make sure that you can accept the price as well. And even if you're not able to receive US dollars, they will make sure to figure out how to get the prize money over to you. So don't worry about that part of the challenge. So let's head over to the winners. As I told you before, we have 3 main prizes, and then we have a bonus prize. And the bonus prize was about the Web3 projects, and number 1 to 3 of the regular prizes, they were all based on the criteria that we saw before, like originality, the cool factor, and also the schema design. So if we head over to the third prize winners, and as I told before, we have 43 projects competing in total. And out of these 43 projects, we had to find the winning project for, well, based on our criteria, but also based on 3 criteria. So the judges did the hard work to make sure that we find a top 10, and then from the top 10 we got over to the first 3 places, and these were the result of anonymous judging by, or not anonymous but unanimous judging. So all judges had to make sure they were aligned with the prizes before we actually reach them out. So on third prize we have the project DeFi by Isaac Garcia. So this was a great project, if you ask myself. It was a decentral platform that could be used to find investments you did in crypto or NFTs. And it used several APIs to get together information about crypto. And then it used StepZen to query those APIs using GraphQL. And if you want to know more about this project, make sure to go to the project gallery on stepzen.devpost.com. And in there, you can find all the information about this project. You can find the demo, you can find the code, and you can also try out this project yourself, which is one of the great parts of the platform of DevPost. All the projects are visible to everyone. So even if you want to know why this project has won the third prize, make sure to head over and see yourself how cool of a project it was. And also, we'll be distributing comments or feedback to all the projects later on. So for the top 10 projects, which we will be announced to you privately, we will give you direct feedback. And for all the other projects, we will give you feedback on DevPost as well. So congratulations with your third prize, Isaac. It's a great project. And I hope you can either continue building on it or that you at least learn a lot about StepZen, GraphQL, or Web3. And as I mentioned before, one of the prizes is also meeting the StepZen team and give you some coverage about the project. So we will reach out to you to see how we can give you the best of coverage on this project. And then for the second place, it was a hard decision to make, because only one project can win the first prize, and then another project has to win the second prize. Both the first and second place were won by a team of developers that came together to work on this project. So if you worked on a team, then you might have won the first or second place. And both projects were great in a way that they used a lot of different data sources. So they were using REST APIs, databases, combining them together. And they both challenged us in multiple ways, because we saw they did a lot of queries, they did a lot of different cool things to bring together the data. And we also saw both projects really thought about the use case of their project. So on second place, we have Kaleidoscope at Cityscape. And it was built by 4 developers. I believe they're all from India. So congratulations. I know it's late for you. I think it might be around 10 o'clock, maybe even later, depending on where you are. So yeah, congratulations. And I hope it isn't too late for you to actually tune in and visit the ceremony of prizes. And so Kaleidoscope is a project that gives you information about cities. And as you can see, they inserted a screenshot about my main town, Amsterdam, which I'm calling in from today. And it's actually 10 to 7. and I see they're there. So that's great to see. So congratulations, all four of you. It was a great project. As I mentioned before, you did a lot of hard work. You brought together a lot of different data sets. So it was cool for us to see what you've been building. Also, we'll be making sure to reach out to you to see how we can give you as much um, as much shine in your project as possible, featuring you on our blog, featuring you on a social challenge, featuring us on social media. So we'll make sure that you could get the most value out of it. And of course, you also won the second place prizes, which is 4,000 US dollars, next to all the other cool prizes we have for you. And as I mentioned before, DevPost will be reaching out to you probably within a couple of days to make sure that the money can be sent over to you. And then we will reach out to you to make sure that you will get all the other benefits that are listed on the website. So congratulations to the four of you. I hope you're really happy with the prize, and I hope you get the chance to celebrate it this evening, although the evening might be short for you. So congrats again. And then the first place, as I told you before, we had two great projects that were running up for the first place, but only one project can actually win. And from this project, I particularly like that it was a very common use case. It was something to think about. Maybe it can also become a startup on its own. So for the three winners, and those are three winners in the first place team. So if you are in the first place team and you were in a team with three winners, you might already know who is the winner. So as the first prize, we have for Kit Vault, which is a wrong screenshot I see there. So sorry for that. But Kit Vault, a project by Melanie Wong, Anita Lee, and also Christian Alcalde. So Kit Vault was a project that is, and let me head over to the website of DevPost where I can show you the project. So Kit Vault was a project that was built for parents that have kids, parents that have kids that go to a school. And often you run into the situation where there isn't enough information available on maybe the school portal, or you just want to combine information from different sources. So maybe you want to know information about the school, but also information about COVID, or information about any other things that might be important. So the Kit Vault project, it's a great project built by three people that spent a lot of time on it, and also that have been using different APIs and different databases to combine data. So make sure to head over to the website as well. You can see what they've done. They've used a Postgres database. They used REST APIs like COVID Act Now. They've used a REST API that they built themselves. And then they use StepZen as the API layer to combine all these different data sources and consume them with React. So congrats to you. It was a great project, also to judge, and it was also great to see all the time you put in there, all the time you also put in by reaching out to us, asking questions, making sure you understood what StepZen was able to do for you. So congratulations! I hope you're really be happy with the project, and I see Melanie and Alita are watching together with their kids. So congrats to all of you. I hope you get the chance to celebrate and maybe even buy a small present for the kids as well, because I'm sure they were a great inspiration for this project. So congrats again to you. And as I told you before, we'll make sure to reach out to you for to make sure you get all the coverage on the project that you need. We also hope you can continue building on this project, and DevPost will be reaching out to you to make sure the money prize will also end up in your pockets. And I hope you already found a nice way to use that money for something that you can remember this hackathon by. And then let me head back over to my slides and give you all the info on the bonus prize, because we have a special Web3 bonus prize that will go out to the project that has the best use case of Web3. So for the bonus prize, we had one main criteria. Use StepZen in a Web3 environment. So use StepZen with your Web3 project, whether that is by building smart contracts and then exposing them using GraphQL, or by getting information about Web3, maybe crypto, NFTs, and consume those APIs from third parties that are often built with REST, and consume them with GraphQL. Because one of the cool things about Web3 is that a lot of different providers have REST APIs, but somehow they don't have GraphQL APIs. So it is nice to see that you can use StepZen to convert those REST APIs into GraphQL data sources. And there was one project in particular that made great use of it and is therefore the winner of the bonus prize. And you might know this project because the winner is the DeFi platform built by Isaac. It was also the winner of the third prize and also the winner of the bonus prize. Because the bonus prize wasn't limited to winners of one of the other prizes, meaning that you could actually win multiple prizes at once. So congrats again to Isaac also for winning the bonus prize. It was great to see a project that combined different data sources and also used StepZen to consume Web3 data sources. And again, I hope you learned a lot. Also, DevPost will be reaching out to you for the money prizes, and we will be reaching out to you to make sure to give you all the coverage you want on this project. And I also hope, just as for any of the other projects, that you will continue building based on what you've learned. So yeah, a round of applause for all the winners. I think you've done a great job in making sure to build a project that's worthwhile, to build a project that you learned something from. Even if you didn't win a prize today, I hope you feel like you learn a lot about StepZen, about GraphQL, about building a project with a deadline. And I hope you will continue from this day onwards to build stuff in hackathons, to build projects, to build startups, to write code, and most of all, to keep building something with StepZen and GraphQL. And if you didn't win a prize today, make sure to head over to the StepZen website because you can actually get stickers to get a remembrance of the hackathon. And you can do so by going to stepzen.com/stickers. And there you can receive a few stickers that you can maybe put in your website, on your laptop, on your water bottle, maybe in your room, maybe on your notebook, wherever you like to put them. They're great stickers. I use them for everything, even for small notebooks like this. But I also have different stickers that I put on my computer. I put them basically anywhere. So go to stepzen.com/stickers and make sure to get some stickers in there as well. And if you have any questions about your project, if you didn't win, we're always available to give you feedback, to tell you what we liked about your project, maybe what if you could have done better, because there were tons of great projects, but unfortunately, we only had little prizes to give away. But if you want any feedback, make sure to reach out to us and we'll be happy to give you the feedback. For projects that we ranked in our top 10, we also will be giving you feedback through DevPost directly. If you don't get any feedback in the next couple of days, make sure to reach out to us to get the feedback that you're looking for, because we appreciate the time you put in there and we want to give you all the feedback you can get to make sure that maybe on the next project or the next time you'll be building something for a hackathon, you can do better and you can maybe win one of the cool prizes with one of the other projects that are available on DevPost. So thanks again. One final round of applause for every one of you and also for the hackathon winners. We will be reaching out to you shortly, just as DevPost will do. And I hope you will enjoy this evening. I hope you will look back at this hackathon with a positive experience. And also, I hope you will keep building with StepZen and GraphQL. So make sure to join our Discord, to join our YouTube channel, to join us on Twitter, and keep building. And keep looking out, because maybe in a half a year, in a year or so, we will be doing more hackathons. So thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening or your day, depending where you are. And I hope you really enjoy the prizes and the experience you got from this hackathon. Bye-bye.